Hey, this is Damon Cart from NLP Gym. Let's talk, just you and me. I put a video out, the last video I put out, which was this past Wednesday, and it was about using NLP to meet women. I knew this was going to be a bit controversial. I knew that some people were going to unsubscribe from both this channel as well as my email list. At the same time, I still find this extremely perplexing that this is such a taboo subject, because there are people in personal development who include something like this. It's just not, they don't come out and say it's using NLP to meet women. I know NLP has this negative reputation for deception or manipulation, but that you don't have to use NLP in those ways. That brings me to the question, when is it okay to use your NLP skills? Because a lot of people learn NLP to use it in sales, to use it with their spouse or whatever relationship it is. It could be to use it with coworkers, to use it with their kids. And if I asked any of you if that was wrong, or it's wrong to use NLP in any of those situations or with any of those people, most people would say, well, no, not as long as you're not deceiving them or hurting them in some way. It's perfectly okay to use NLP in those situations. But for some reason, when you put dating in it, or men meeting women, suddenly it becomes not okay. If you learn NLP and you really practice the skills, NLP becomes a part of you. Why would I shut off my NLP skills when it comes to dating? I don't want to leave anything up to chance as much as I can limit that as possible, whether that's business or whether that's personal relationships, whether that's dealing with my kids. I want more choice. I want to be able to know what I want and then go and get it. That is what personal development really is, because along the way of getting what you want, and again, as long as you're not hurting anyone, as long as you're creating win-win situations, you're getting what you want and you're helping others get what they want, that is transformation. When you want something and you don't have it, the process of getting it is the personal development. That's the process of you changing. That's the process of you becoming the person who has, who is, who does, in order to get whatever it is that you want. And I don't understand why that dating it shouldn't be included in that. The other thing that I want to address is, what is the alternative? If it's not okay for men to approach women in public, where is it okay to do that? Is it much better if they only do it in a bar or a club after they've been drinking? Is it much better to try to hide behind a phone or a computer and swipe your way to the right woman? Or is it something we're supposed to just wait for and hope that it magically materializes like it does in the movies? I can tell you from my experience, my life has not been anything like the movies. It has never worked out like the movies. And sure, it'd be wonderful if it did. The reality is, if you want something, you're going to have to take action. You're going to have to earn it, deserve it, accomplish it, whatever it is. So if you do not have the social life that you want, that will require that you do something about it. It's not going to just magically happen. And this idea that men should just sit back and wait for that to happen, they're going to be unsatisfied. And what I think is happening, especially today, is we are becoming depersonalized because we live in a more digital society. We're also telling men a lot what not to do. From the time that they're children, we're telling them not to do this, not to do that, and not telling them very much about what to do, or we're not giving them very good examples of how to be, especially when it comes to women and dating. If you have a two-parent household, the father becomes the example of how to treat a woman in a marriage, in a partnership. They may not be good examples, or they could be outstanding examples. A father can demonstrate how to be respectful towards a woman. But what you don't see, what boys don't see growing up, is good examples for dating, for reaching out to women, for connecting with women. And hopefully the father is not doing that because he's married. So the boy doesn't get to see the courtship process. And he will be told to respect women. He will be told not to do certain things. And yet he has this desire. He wants to meet women. And there is a sexual desire. And as much as we've evolved in this human species, it still seems that we haven't gotten over our shame about that. And this is a drive that is as natural as hunger. This is part of our biology. It is part of how we survive as a human species. So it's not going away. And boys feel this desire, and then they're told not to act on it. They're told not to do this, not to do that. So what happens? The desire doesn't go away. What we do is we suppress it, and we drive it into the underground. And with the accessibility of porn these days, it's so easy for boys or men to watch porn and become addicted to porn because they don't want to risk humiliation by actually going out and connecting with women. They're told to have shame around this desire. So they watch porn because that desire is going to manifest in some way. And what they see on the screen, they think that's how women are or should be. So no wonder we have misogyny. No wonder we have men bullying women and sexually harassing them. They've never been shown proper ways to reach out and connect with a woman. So what I'm proposing here is that maybe, just maybe, the most civilized, most sane way to connect with a woman is to approach her in a department store, on the street, in a park, somewhere where it's public, where she can feel safe. And the man can non-aggressively, politely introduce himself, tell her why he's there, because otherwise it could be confusing, like he finds her attractive and he wanted to meet her, and then go from there. How is that not okay? And doing it in a bar or a club or trying to do it through a dating app, how is that better in any way? So this is not about using NLP to dupe a woman, to brainwash a woman, to do a lot of, and I understand it because NLP and there is that darker side, and it's been advertised that way. And in fact, people are using NLP to market to men, saying that you can control a woman's mind. And first of all, that's not true. Second of all, you don't have to use NLP for those things. NLP is a communication model that helps you communicate better, and it helps you build rapport and connect with people better. And that's what we should be using it for. And the more people are connecting with each other, the more we win overall as a society and as a species. So if you found anything that I've said in this video as offensive, unethical, immoral in any way, very well, unsubscribe from this channel. Unsubscribe from my email list. However, if you are a man who suffers from fear of approaching women and anxiety of approaching women, and you're ready to overcome this, you're ready to be the guy who is bold enough to approach a woman in any situation, and it doesn't even matter if she's with her friends or not. If you're ready to transform this part of yourself, if you're ready to transform this fear into the boldness and the courage to approach a woman and connect with her, then you can pre-order this program that I will be making, that will be ready in September 2018. I'll put the link here down below. If you're ready to transform into that man, and you're ready to have a very active social life and a very active dating life, and to have a lot more choice in your romantic life, this is the course for you. I will show you how to overcome this fear, and I will show you how to connect with women. So some of you might be thinking, well, this objectifies women. And I can understand how you might think that. My experience has been the opposite. The more I've approached women, the more I've connected with women and gone out on dates with women, the more I've become empathetic and compassionate towards women and the struggles and the frustrations that they go through. I don't fully understand it because I'm a guy, and I never fully will understand it. And any man who says he fully understands what it's like to be a woman or how to be a woman, I would question that person. That sounds like they might be pandering to women. So I won't fully understand women ever, but I can get closer and closer by connecting with them more. And that's what this is about. This is not about using women. This is about connecting with women, understanding women better, and becoming a more empathetic and compassionate person, which is very attractive to women. When a man is very empathetic and compassionate, that draws women to them, both in a romantic way and also in a friendship way. And I don't know about you, but I never have too many great friends. And I've approached women who my intent was to date them because I was very attracted to them. And then for one reason or another, it turned out maybe they had a boyfriend, or it just wasn't going to work out. Some of these women are friends of mine to this day, good friends. So there is nothing to lose by learning this. There's nothing to lose by overcoming this crippling fear. Men suffer a lot from this, and they don't have to. And if you're one of those people who is encouraging men to suffer, encouraging men to not act out on this desire, encouraging men to drive this underground, you're not helping this situation. In fact, that creates more misogyny. That creates more aggression towards women. That creates movements like the incel movement, the involuntarily celibate men who have now created a movement. It's a brotherhood. It's extremely toxic. It's even dangerous. There was a recent mass shooting in the U.S., and one of the man who did it was a self-described incel. So when we are depersonalizing society because we're so digitized, and we're telling men this is not okay, and we're telling them everything that's not okay and not telling them what is okay and what is proper and what is appropriate, we are creating a problem that is creating violence. Now, I'm not saying that's the only reason that happens. There are probably many more reasons. But this is not helping when you say it's not okay to have an adult conversation about this, when you say that, using NLP to meet and connect with women is a bad thing, you shouldn't do that. If you're one of those people, then I'm eager to hear what your solutions are. Feel free to comment down below. I'm open to a dialogue about this. So again, if you're a man, you don't have to be crippled by this fear anymore. You don't have to suffer anymore. I will show you how. You can pre-order this program until Wednesday, August 1st. After that, you can still get the program. It's just going to cost more. So you might as well get in now and save yourself some money. Check out my website, nlp-gym.com. I have some free hypnotic inductions that you can download straight to your phone, to your tablet, to your computer, and just put your earbuds in and relax and let my voice take you to a place of greater confidence. Also, I have some free sensory acuity training. This is a foundational skill in NLP. It's a great place to start your NLP journey, and if you've already started your NLP journey, it's a great thing to revisit because a lot of people don't really master the skill of calibration and sensory acuity, and it is absolutely mandatory that you master this skill if you want to be good at NLP and you want to make NLP work. Once again, if you don't like this video and you don't like what I'm putting out there and you don't agree with me and you think that I'm hurting women by teaching men this, please unsubscribe. Otherwise, if you do like this video, please click like right down here. And if you haven't subscribed already and you want to get these videos on a regular basis, click the subscribe button and also hit the bell so that you'll be notified when these videos come out. Take care.